And we'll start, let's start at hands and knees today. So we'll get straight into a little wiggle zone. So hands and knees. And spread your fingers. You can tuck your toes under and then just give yourself a little wiggle through the spine. So moving the spine in any which way. Making sure my camera works. And a little wiggle from the first quadruped is really inviting a giving over of the directorship to your spine. So the direction now is given over to what the spine wants. What does the spine want from you right now? It may be that you go forwards and backwards, little arch and curl, some side movements, side to side. And so spend some time just inviting the spine to take control of the actions so that all of the movements are the spine's will. What does the spine want? And it might look vaguely grotesque. It might look very unusual. The hands and the arms, the legs are in service to whatever the spine wants from you. You can bring an elbow onto the floor and do a little asymmetrical kind of twisting movement, moving forwards and backwards. If you feel ready to do some cobra actions in the child's pose. So just go in whichever direction your spine wants you to go in. We're being kind and respectful, not pushing and shoving. And then let's go to the second quadruped, the elbows down and the knees down. So walk your knees back. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Knees are quite far back. So you're in a little half elbow plank, and then move your shoulder blades around while you're in the half elbow plank. So you're doing little rib cage push-ups in the half elbow plank. So there's a bit of load coming through the arms. A little bit of action in the core. When you need a break, take a break. Of course, there'll be limited wiggle room. It's better off just doing a little kind of elbow push into the floor, rib cage push up. And then let's go down onto our bellies and come into crocodile position, elbows out, hands are the cushion for the forehead. And we'll just take a moment there. We're going to do half Bekasana, which means bending one knee, bend one knee out, maybe the right knee. So we're drawing one knee out to the side, and then we'll come up onto our elbows and then just move around a little from there. So one knee is out to the side. This is half the frog, and you're moving a little around with your rib cage. So those little half elbow plank push-uppy things that you were doing, just keep going with those. So the rib cage is moving, your elbows are on the floor. You're in an unusual position with your hips, with one knee out. Come back in with that one knee. Just rest for a moment in the center. Let yourself lie down on your belly. I'm going to do the other side. So the other knee comes out, half frog. Other knee coming out to the side. And then just move slightly. The movement of the rib cage allows a soft and gentle movement in the pelvis. And so you're just giving a little arch and curl. Hopefully this is being understood, that you're moving your torso around, your belly and your shoulders. Your shoulders will start to feel like they're getting warm and perhaps a little bit of fatigue. And then bring yourself back into lying on your belly so we can peel off the floor. And we'll go into down dog. We're going to just give ourselves a little stretch out of the legs before we go into elbows and feet. So you might need to bring your knees down, bring your elbows onto the floor. Your hands might touch each other. It's like palms touching. and then lift up and off your knees, bend one knee at a time here. So you're just getting a little bit of load coming down through the shoulders, a shoulder opener, and some leg stretching. Release your head and neck. The head doesn't need to touch the floor. This looks like a dolphin position, or what we know as the third quadruped. And once you've explored the third quadruped a little bit, let's go to down dog and play around for a little while in the down dog. So we're in down dog now, bending one knee at a time, maybe even lifting one leg at a time, just giving yourself a moment to play. In a way, we're just remembering our four quadruped practice. It has so much possibility. And so from down dog, just playing or resting. If you need a child's pose, have a little rest. And then we'll bring our knees down. And we're going to do a wide-legged child's pose. So knees come out to the edges of the mat, pointed toes, buttocks back to heels. Bring your hands underneath your face. And so your knees are as wide as you can manage. Maybe slip them slightly wider. And then settle down in this position, letting the space be created in between the thighs. We're going to do the wide-legged child's pose with a twist next. So coming onto your hands. So you're sticking your butt out, your knees are very wide, your toes are together. Bring the right arm and right hand through the gap into a twist and take a couple of breaths. I'd say that the head might float off the floor rather than trying to get the head to rest onto the floor. So let your twist be your focus. The head is floating. Couple of breaths. Last breath in the child's pose twist. Come back into the center. Let's just arch the spine, fingertips onto the mat, arch the spine, lift the chin, lift the chest. And then into the other side twist. So take the left arm through the gap, left shoulder onto the floor, or whatever you can manage. Let the head float there and breathe. This child's pose with a twist really gets, we're being determined to stretch right into the belly, right into the spine. You might not get much out of this. If it's first thing in the morning, it might not go very far. It might not feel very safe. So don't do too much. Leave some space for breathing. And then let's come up and out of that. Let's close the knees. All right, tuck the toes and do some toe stretching. So tucked toes, knees towards the center, weight coming down as you sit up onto your heels. And we'll just take our hands open. You're pushing the hands forwards and then bring the fingertips down. So you're pushing the hands forwards, but the fingertips are facing down, and spread your hands as much as you can. So you've got an external rotation all the way through the arms. Spread your fingers for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just flick off the hands, get off the toes and tap them out. All right, down dog for the moving and breathing like a pump. So coming into down dog and lift the right foot up towards the sky and then the right knee into the chest, into a plank position. Let's do 6 of those. Reach up, inhale, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. 4, 5, last one, 6. Stay on 6, knee right pulled up to the chest. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale here, lift the right foot up, 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 up. Right foot in between the hands for a lunge. Right foot stepping in between the hands, back knee down. Bring your hands onto your knee if you can manage. And we'll just let ourselves lean into the lunge for a moment. Couple of breaths, stretching the front of the back leg. Let's pull back into hamstring stretch. So pull yourself back in space, straighten the front leg, stick the butt back into the hamstring stretch. And it won't be it'll be comfortable, more comfortable later, but this first hamstring stretch might feel really tough. All right, we're going to stay in this position, just come a little bit further forwards, and then the left foot behind you is going to come inwards. So you're now in a position where the right foot is out front, the left knee's on the floor. So you're half kneeling and the right foot is out the front. So you're in a side position and you're going to rock into the hip. So you're going to push forwards and backwards into that front leg. The foot on that right foot is going towards the front of the mat. Hopefully you're comprehending the instructions, or there's enough demonstration for you to feel like you know what's happening. And then we're going to come back into the center. You might have to move that front foot out slightly, go back into down dog and flush that out of the legs. We're moving and breathing like a pump on the left foot lifting up, knee to the chest. Let's do 6 more. 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. Stay. 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. 2, 3. Exhale here, and then lift up, 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 up. Lunging, so left foot in between the hands, back knee down. Let's just sink into this lunge for a moment. Hands might come up onto the knee. Sinking in and down into the lunge. You might softly close your eyes and dive right into feeling. After the lunge, let's go back to hamstring stretch. So taking yourself backwards, flex the front foot as you pull your butt back in space. We're on the flexion extension plane, that sagittal plane, and then we're going to switch planes into coronal plane. So we're going to take the right toes into the center of the mat and turn to the side. So you'll be moving that left foot slightly so that the knee and the foot can line up, and then lean in to this side kind of stretching. So you're rocking into the side hip. There's an external rotation into that side hip. 2 or 3 more pulses. And then we're coming back out through from the lunge to the down dog. So adjust your feet, come back, down dog, bend one knee at a time. All right, let's pretend the right knee is like a spoon. We're going to stir the soup. So come forward slightly. You're not quite down dog. You're not quite plank. You're just going to circle the knee, circle the knee, circle the knee. So it's like your knee is a big soup spoon and you're stirring the pot. Big circles with the knee, and then change circles, change direction. Circles with the knee, circle, circle, circle. 3, 2, 1. Lift that right foot up towards the sky. Let's go to lizard lunge on the right side. Right foot comes onto the outside edge of the foot, and then we come down. Maybe use your blocks if you need to, underneath your elbows for lizard lunge. Sinking and settling into the stretch. And then coming up and out of there, hands on the mat, step the right foot back. We're in down dog, bend one knee at a time. Let's do the circles with the knee on the left. So shift the body weight slightly forward, circles with the knee, stirring the pot, big circles, swinging the hip. That's it. This is great for a little bit of lymph clearing. Really nice to warm up around the hips. Circle, circle in one direction, change direction, circle, circle. Really swinging the hips, swinging the knee. 3, 2, 1. Lift the left foot up. into lizard lunge, left foot to left side of left hand, back knee down, and settle into the lizard lunge as a stretch, a passive stretch. And last breath here in the lizard lunge. And let's go back into our down dog, step back. All right, walk forwards into the floppy forward bend, walking feet forwards. And if you've got two blocks, grab the blocks at this stage. So you just, hands can reach the blocks when needs be. Okay, floppy forward bend, release your head and neck. You might move your head from side to side. You might rock the body a little bit. Just decompressing and creating space between the vertebrae. There might be little adjustments the spine might, when it hangs forwards like this, it might take a minute or so to release the vertebra. There might be little unlocks through the spine. Don't force those. They come when they're ready. All right, let's use the blocks as stilts. Bring them up onto the tall edge. Cross the right foot behind the left. So the right foot is going to be stepping off the mat to the left, and then bring the blocks underneath your shoulders. So the blocks come to the left as well. And then rock a little into one foot at a time. So you're going to rock into the left leg and then the right leg. You're trying to get the outer line of the hips to stretch open. When we cross our legs like this is called adduction. So we're letting the lateral line, the outer line, get a bit of space. Rocking between the legs. And if you're feeling very flexible, limber today, go a little lower. The lower you go in the forward bend, the more developed that stretch becomes. So once you've rocked a little from one leg to the other, use your stilts, your blocks, to walk across to the other side so the right foot comes back into the original place. The left foot steps behind the right foot. Come across with your blocks and then rock a little from one leg to the other leg. Just be careful of the back knee, that the back knee doesn't feel too weird. You don't have to lock it out. The lower you go in the forward bend, the more intense that stretch is. Okay, last little rock from foot to foot, leg to leg, and then we'll come back into the center. Just take a moment in a very square position. So the blocks are on the tall edge, the feet and the blocks are in like a little square, a little rectangle together. And so let's bend the knees, stick the butt out, bend knees, stick butt out, and then tip forwards as you lengthen the legs. Bend your elbows. So you're in a forward fold, but you're really deliberately lifting the buttock bones, and take a couple of breaths here. So very consciously lengthening the back of the legs all the way up to the buttock bones. Release your head again. And then let's come all the way to standing. So you might bend your knees and lift yourself up and off the blocks all the way to standing. Let's do Kapalabhati breathing. And so if you need a tissue, grab a tissue, blow your nose. Otherwise, a nice comfortable stance, hands on the belly, or I prefer holding my elbows above my head. And so let's do 50 pulses of Kapalabhati breathing to get us going. Ready and go. I think that was 50. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. All the air that you can getting out. Hold the air out. Lock your elbows. You're leaning on your legs. Belly might come into a little vacuum. Pull for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and stand up. As we stand up, there'll be a little shockwave through the body. Let's just give ourselves a little shake out, a little jump around. And let's do the next round. So holding the elbows or holding hands on belly or leaning forwards if you prefer. Another 50. Ready and go. Once you've done your 50, reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Hold the breath out, maybe flaring into that vacuum pool for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, stand up. Just let the shockwave pass. And then give your hands a shake. And then give yourself a little jump around, a little twisting jump. Dangling the arms, just let the whole arm and shoulder base, all the ribs be flopping as you're jumping around for a moment. Okay, last round. Hold elbows or hands on belly, whatever you prefer. Last 50, ready and go. You reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Hold the breath out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, stand up. Give your hands a little shake out. Give yourself a little jump out. Get floppy in the shoulders. All right, let's do some bowing to the sun together. The blocks are on the ready for whenever we need them. Coming to the top of the mat, Samasthiti, we'll do 3 rounds of sun salutation A, Ashtanga style. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, folding down, forward bend. Half lift, inhale. Stepping back into the plank for an extra breath. Inhale, plank. Smoothly, slowly lowering all the way to the floor. Into the cobra, inhale. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale here. Walking forwards into the half lift, inhale. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, up. Samasthiti. Breathing with a little soft whisper. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, folding down. Half lift, inhale. Stepping with a different foot each time back to the plank for the extra breath. Inhale, plank. Slowly lower with control, smoothly down into the cobra and to the down dog, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale, starting to smooth the breathing out, soft whisper. 3. Exhale. If you feel like jumping, you can jump, otherwise walking forwards, half left. Folding down, forward bend. Inhale, sweeping the arms to the sky, looking up. And Samastitihi. Last round. Inhale, arms up, look up. Folding down, forward bend. Half lift. Stepping with a different foot back, plank. Inhale, plank. Lowering yourself down into the cobra and down dog. Smooth breathing. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 3. Step, walk or jump forwards, half lift. Forward fold. Inhale up. Samastitihi. Let's just take a moment to feel as we stand in Samastiti, feeling the energy and stimulation through the body, appreciating the vitality. We are not trying to get vitality, we are revealing vitality. We're lifting it up and out. It's there already. We're just lifting it to the surface. Let's do sun salutation B. So the blocks might be handy for the next couple of rounds of this sun salutation. Ready for the chair pose. Inhale, sweeping into chair. 2, 3, 4, forward fold. 2, 3, 4, half lift. 2, 3, 4, step back, going all the way down, or to chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, up dog or cobra. 2, 3, 4, down dog. 2, 3, lift the right foot up. Let's do 3 breaths in a lifted leg, 3-legged dog. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Just turn that hip to square off. The toes are facing down. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale here. So we can inhale, step forwards for warrior 1. Step forwards, back heel grounds, bend through the front knee, lift the hands. You can look up or not. 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale, nice, deep, smooth breathing. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Last breath here, 3. We're into transition breath. Exhale, the hands come down, the foot comes back. We're into chaturanga or all the way down to the floor, into a cobra or an up dog. 2, 3, 4, down dog. Okay, 3 breaths in 3-legged dog. Lift the foot up. You're nice and square through the pelvis for 3 breaths. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale here in 3-legged dog. Inhale, step forwards, left foot in between the hands, big step, back foot down. Warrior 1 for 3 breaths. Arms up, bend the front knee. Inhale, 1. Exhale, smooth out your breathing. 2. Exhale. Transition breath. This is the inhale, 3. Exhale, hands down, foot back, bend the elbows. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1, spread your fingers. Exhale with a whisper. 2. 3. Step, walk or jump forwards into the half lift. 2, 3, 4, exhale, forward fold. 3, 4, inhale, bend the knees, lift the hands, chair. 3, 4, samastitihi. Let's keep going. Inhale, chair pose. 2, 3, 4, forward fold. 2, 3, 4 half lift. Stepping back and down to chaturanga or the floor. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. All right, let's go again with the right foot lifted, but just point through the toes and lift and open the hip this time. So your nice open hip just for a breath. We're going to go back into stepping the right foot in between the hands. This time a high lunge. The back foot is going to stay, the heels lifted. Just bring it slightly closer, that back foot. So let the heel stay lifted, bend through the front knee and lift up into the high lunge. We'll just stay in high lunge for a moment. Inhale here. Take the hands down and tip yourself forwards into arrowhead for 3 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Loading up the front leg. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale here. All right, let's work now, not the front leg, but the back leg. So bring yourself back up, lengthen both legs, lift both arms up, and then bend both knees, emphasizing the bend of the back knee. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, bending. Inhale, lifting the back knee up, bend the back knee down. Last one, we're going to stay, lift up, back knee halfway down and stay 3 breaths. 1. Exhale. 2, use your breathing to metabolize the effort that it takes to stay here. We're up to the transition breath. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, foot back through plank to chaturanga or the floor. Into a cobra or an up dog, down dog. Okay, lift the left foot up, point through the toes and open the hip. Just lift like a little standing split and an extra breath here. Okay, left foot steps forwards, back heel stays lifted, back foot comes a little bit closer, lifting up to high lunge. Just establish your balance. Take a breath. Arrowhead, hands down, tip forwards. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale here. All right, going to emphasize the back leg now. So lift the hands up and bend the back knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend both knees. It's like a little practice one before we stay. Last one, lift up, bend the knee, stay 3 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Last breath, 3. Hands down, foot back, through the plank, chaturanga or the floor. Up dog or a cobra. Let's go to child's pose and we'll take a moment rest. So child's pose, let's give the legs and the arms a break. We'll just let ourselves soften here. Let's take a little side stretch in our child's pose. So bring the hands to the left side of the mat. So you're stretching the right side of your body. You can also bring the bum towards the right side. So you're shifting the weight of the buttocks to the right as you reach the hand to the left. 2 more breaths. And then we'll come across to the other side. So we're reaching both the arms across to the right side and dropping the buttocks towards the left. So kind of leaning towards the left with the pelvis. So you reach to the right side with your arms and then deep, slow breath. Last breath here. And then coming back into the center. Let's go 3 breaths down dog, and then we'll finish this sun salutation. So last 3 breaths in this sun salutation. Inhale here, down dog. letting that noise pass. My yoga studio is directly next door to the fire station. So down dog, 2 more breaths. All right, let's finish the sun salutation. Inhale, step, walk, or jump forwards, half left. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend knees, lift hands. And Samastitihi. Let's give ourselves a little flick out with the arms and the legs. We're going to focus on twists in the next round of a sun salutation V. All right, so Samastitihi. Let's inhale, chair, sweep the hands, bend the knees, staying in the chair pose. Bring your hands into the center, elbows are floating out, so keep your knees bending. You're going to inhale, chest faces the center. Exhale, chest faces the right side, only twisting with your core muscles. Inhale here to the right side. Exhale, center. Okay, inhale, center. Exhale, twist your chest to the left, just using your belly muscles to twist. Inhale, left side. Exhale, back into the center. Let's take a break by lifting, interlock the hands and lifting them up to the sky. Lift off the heels, stretching up, 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 up. And then let's do it again. Down, 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 down. Chair pose with a twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist your ribs to the right. That's it. Inhale, right side. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. The whole ribs. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Let's take a break. Interlock the hands. Lift off of the heels. Lift, 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 lift. Stretch, 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 stretch. Let's go all the way down to forward fold. Take a moment. Hands at the back of the legs. 3 breaths in forward fold just to rest the legs. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Let's continue through the sequence. Inhale, half left. Exhale, stepping back down through chaturanga or the floor. Into up dog or the cobra. And down dog. All right, lift the right foot up towards the sky. Big step forwards. We're going into the rotated side angle pose. So you can bring the back knee down. Hook the left elbow over the knee. Get as much as you can of the left, on the belly, the rib, the left rib, and left elbow, hands together, and then lengthen perhaps the back leg. Push into the bottom elbow, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Charge the back leg if it's lifted. It might not be lifted. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 3. All right, let's come back with the hands. Let's take ourselves from this lunge position. You can bring the back knee down, just flush out by going forwards and backwards. So you're going from a lunge to a hamstring stretch, flushing forwards and backwards. We're going to go from the twisted lunge, the Parivrita Parsvakonasana, to warrior 3. Hands on blocks, blocks on tall edge. You're going to jump into warrior 3 from the lunge. Ready? Reach the blocks forwards and then push up and off the back leg. Breathe. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Maybe your hands float off the blocks. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale, 3. Exhale, land. Let's go through the vinyasa. So the blocks are out of the way. Hands down, foot back through, plank through, chaturanga or the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking a moment in down dog just to stretch the legs, come back into a symmetrical place. Okay, lift the left foot up towards the sky. Left foot steps it forwards in between the hands. We're going into the lunge and then the lunge twist. Back knee can come down. Hook the right elbow over the knee. Hands together, elbows apart. Lengthening the back leg, maybe 3 breaths. 1. Exhale. 2. 3. Once you've done your Parivrita Parsvakonasana for 3 breaths, bring the back knee down. unhook, and then flush forwards and backwards, going forwards and backwards, hamstring stretch, lunge, hamstring stretch, lunge, getting the legs ready for warrior 3. Okay, tip the blocks onto their tall edge. You're going to jump out of a lunge and into warrior 3. Ready? Jump. Lift the back foot, lift the breasts, lift the chest, maybe even lifting the hands for 2 more breaths. Inhale, 1. Last breath here. Well done. Land onto the back foot, move the blocks, hands down, foot back from plank through chaturanga, or the floor, up dog, or a cobra. And then let's come to child's pose again. We're going to go from child's pose into the full frog. So just let yourself settle down for a moment. We've got nice warm hips. We've moved our hips around in lots of different directions. So move to the long edge of your mat with your knees. So you're turning to the long edge of your mat, and then open your knees as far as you can. Toes stay together at the back, opening the knees as far as you can. We're moving to the side so the knees are on the mat, and come onto your elbows. This is the wide-legged child's pose. This is where the frog begins. If you feel like, oh, that's gorgeous, and you just want to stay there, I would drop your head onto a block and just let yourself rest into this wide-legged child's pose. Otherwise, you might walk your elbows forwards, walk your chest forwards, so the pelvis is coming away from the heels, and then open the feet. So you actually look like a toy frog. Toes out, heels open. Okay, go forwards and backwards, just flushing into the hips. So don't do this if your hips don't feel like it's safe or your knees don't like it. Going forwards and backwards pulls the hips into a very deep external hip rotation. This is a squatting exercise. Going forwards and backwards. Emphasize the pull backwards. It's like you've got a tail and somebody's pulling your tail backwards for 3 breaths. Hold it there for 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Just be careful with this one. Inhale, 2. If it doesn't feel safe on the knees or the sacrum or the hips, then it's a bit overrated. Only feels good if it is good. Okay, last breath here. Pull the pelvis back for a moment longer, and then release the pelvis forwards. Bring the feet together. Walk your arms back and close your knees. Oh, and it'll be so nice to curl up into a little child's pose, little simple child's pose. Right, let's finish this sun salutation. We've got one more sun salutation to do before we're done with this sequence. So come back into down dog for our 3 breaths. 3 breaths down dog. Inhale, 1. Nice long lengthened arms and legs. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Step, walk or jump, half lift. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose, bend knees, lift hands. And Samasthiti here. Just give yourself a little shake out. We'll do one more round. We're going to go into the warrior 2 variations and half moon. Okay, so one more round, sun salutation. Be ready and inhale, chair pose. 2, 3, 4, forward fold. 2, 3, 4, half lift. 2, 3, 4, stepping back and down, chaturanga or floor. 3, 4, up dog or cobra. 3, 4, down dog. All right, let's lift the right foot up and open it out and bend the knee. So you're lifting the knee nice and high. Don't tilt the ribs too far. You're just opening the hip, opening the hip. One more breath with the knee lifted high. And then we're stepping in between the hands. Big step, go. Warrior 2. Take the back foot square to the back of the mat. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2. Let's do a moment here in warrior 2. And now let's take our right arm up, bend the elbow. We're going to pull the left hand across, take the elbow, that top elbow, and just support the shoulder opening. So you're opening that top arm, your right hand is coming down towards the spine here. Take a moment, just giving a bit of space around that right armpit, right shoulder. You're in warrior two legs. All right, go straight into the side angle pose. Right elbow comes down onto your knee. Lift up and over with the left arm. Side angle pose. All right, take the left hand down and just have it flat along the body. We're going to go into the half moon, look down at the floor, grab a block if you need to. Otherwise, right hand comes onto the mat or onto the floor in front of you in a little teepee, and then tap off the back leg for half moon. Tap, tap, float on into half moon, into half moon. Just keep the left arm pinned to the side body and lift the shoulder, left shoulder above the right shoulder. You might lift your gaze a little bit, flex the back foot. Only lifting your gaze as far as you can, stay steady. You might lift the left arm away from the body at this stage. 2 more breaths, half moon. Last breath here. Well done. Land very, very slowly back into warrior two. You're back into warrior two for an extra breath. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, hands down, foot back plank through chaturanga or floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog. Let's lift the left foot up, 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 bend the knee, lift the knee nice and high, couple of breaths, opening the hip. Loads of space in that left hip before we go into warrior two. Step the left foot forwards, back foot square, warrior two. We'll take a breath in warrior two, just to establish. Okay, left arm comes up, bend the elbow. So your left elbow is lifting, take the opposite hand and just encourage that opening. So you're opening the armpit, you're lifting the elbow nice and high, opening lots of space on the side body. All right, into side angle, left elbow down, right arm up and over, side angle pose. And then we're ready for the half moon. So pin the right arm down onto the side, look down at the floor, maybe grabbing a block or fingertips into a little teepee on the ground, and then tap off the back leg until you float up. Establish the shoulders into one line. So lift the top shoulder over the bottom shoulder. And then maybe lifting the gaze in the hand. Flex the back foot, nice and charged through the back leg. That's it, lining up the shoulders. You don't have to lift the gaze too quickly. That'll be the last to lift. Okay, 2 more breaths. Last breath here. Smoothly back into warrior two. Land smoothly. Another breath in warrior two. Inhale here. Transition onto the hands, off the front foot, through the plank, through chaturanga. Into up dog or cobra. And to down dog. Last 3 breaths, down dog. Smooth, slow breathing. Last breath here. We're not going to finish the sun salutation. We're going to go to the floor, so you can bring your knees down and either walk through the bridge or jump through, or windscreen wipe the feet to the side and roll over the knees and come into Baddha Konasana. So feet in, knees out, pull the heels towards the pelvis, hold the feet with your hands, and then lean in, lean forward slightly. Couple more breaths, leaning into this hip opener. It's also a spinal release. And then let's come up and out of that position. Open both feet, Konasana. Lift up nice and tall and see if you can lean into the forward fold. Because we're nice and square in Konasana, we're also going to use this opportunity and this symmetry to do the square breathing. We're going to count the breath at 5. Let's do 3 rounds of square breathing from Konasana. So lean into the stretch, establish your position, and then close your eyes and breathe with me. Ready, and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, maybe going slightly further forwards. 3, 4, 5, and hold your breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, maybe leaning further forwards. 3, 4, 5, and hold out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last, lean forwards. 4, 5. Hold the breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back to passive breathing. Soft face. And then let's ease back and up and out of the position. Let's do double pigeon. So left behind right, crossed at the shins. Flex through your feet. So double pigeon, move the muscle off the sit bones. Sit nice and tall, and then lean forward. So this is less about the lower back and more about the hips. So lean forwards, establish a nice ground through your pelvis and a reach through your spine. Smooth and slow breathing. Once you've leaned forwards into a satisfying stretch, we're going to do a little wandering. Once you can wander around a little bit, wander your hands across to one side and then the other, and feel as though you're encouraging a bit of extra space on an open side, but don't pinch down on the shortening side when you're wandering around. You'll be wandering to twists and side stretches, so just be careful of the short side of any twists and side stretches. Emphasize creating space, but not stealing space from the short side. Hopefully that makes sense. You can feel like you can lengthen both sides even when you're in a side stretch. So wander across from side to side in your own time. Take as much time as you need, using the arms to support the torso and the spine. Come back into the center, let yourself come out of that position, give yourself a little windscreen wipe to reset. And then we'll do the other side. So left in front of right, right leg behind, crossed at the shins, flex through the feet, lift nice and tall, and then lean into the forward fold. Coming in this into the center first up. Smooth out your breathing. And so once we've kind of leaned forwards, let's sit back up for side stretches and twists. So we'll do the side stretches and twists sitting up. Let's do them together. So let's do left hand down, right arm up and over into a side stretch, pulling all that space out of the pelvis, out through the side body, all the way through the lung tissue, the open space in the ribs. Move the head around a little bit if that feels good in the neck. Last breath in side stretch. That arm that's lifted, take yourself back into the center before you twist, and you're going to use the same arm, cross to the leg and twist the spine. We'll do side stretch and then twist on both sides. So you're twisting your ribs to the left as your right arm anchors and pulls you into the twist. Stay nice and tall in your twist. And then let's do the other side. So let's take our side stretch first. Left, right hand down, left arm up and over. Give yourself a nice spacious side body. Keep the left buttock coming down to the floor. So you're pulling the pelvis down and the ribs up and out. Move your head around. Just feel free to explore whatever the neck wants. And then as we come up, we've got the left arm. Come back up to the seated position and then use that left arm for the twist. So twisting the ribs to the right side, anchoring across the opposite knee with the left hand, anchoring the right hand behind us to twist and spin the lungs. A couple of breaths. And then releasing into the center. Just give yourself a little shoulder roll to reset the shoulders. Come into a comfortable seated position for the last exercise, maybe sitting onto one of your blocks. Whatever comfortable seated position you prefer. And let's use our right hand to allow the valves of the nostrils to be opened and closed. You're going to do your right hand thumb on the right nostril and the ring finger on the right hand for the left nostril. Your first two fingers, the pointer finger and the middle finger, can be on the forehead. So now you've got valve openers and closers. We're just going to do Nadi Shodden to finish our practice. So breathe in and out through both nostrils. So no touch of fingers. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Close off the left channel so that you can inhale right. Hold the breath at the top for a moment. Close off both nostrils. And then exhale left, slowly, smoothly exhale left. And then inhale left. Close and hold for a few seconds. Exhale right. Okay, let's count the breath to a count of 6. Ready? Inhale right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 3, 2, 1. Let go of the right nostril. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 3, 2, 1. Right side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close 3, 2, 1. Last exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your shoulder, rest your hand onto your lap, closed eyes. Breathing so delightfully through both nostrils. Natural meditation after the alternate nostril breathing, feeling balanced. Of course, your right shoulder might feel a bit fatigued after holding the right arm up for that long. If it needs a little squeeze, give it a little squeeze before you just settle into the center. Soft face, closed eyes. Feeling this lovely balance, the balance of you. Be very proud and happy of yourself to have come to your mat again today. And it's this very simple gratitude that we have the motivation to get on our mats again today. A thankfulness for our own bodies, for our hands and our feet, for our legs and our arms. Sense of awe and wonder that we are conscious, that we're awake, that we're literate and cognitive. Thankful for the senses of being able to taste, being able to smell. Thankful to be able to hear and listen. Thankful for our eyes to be able to see the light and the shadows, the colors, the lines, the patterns. Thankful for our sensory environment of touch, being able to feel our bodies, feeling the bliss of being wrapped in skin. Using our practice, our motivation to come home to ourselves. Coming home to ourselves day after day and beginning again. We'll bring our hands together. We'll finish with the Green Tara mantra, remembering ourselves, remembering our radiance, remembering we are the radiant beings, these conscious, wakeful beings. We are not the passing winds, those passing changes of our emotions. They're just human experiences that we can also thank. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Two more. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Last one. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. We bow to ourselves, to our bodies, to our minds, to the earth, and to each other. It's wonderful to remember together. What a pleasure. Namaste, my dears. If you have some minutes to spare, go into relaxation or some more meditation. I'll leave you with it. Lying down for a couple of minutes might be really good if you've got the time. Doing whatsoever as a radiant being.